Again, I want to add 5 over 6 plus 3 over 4. Yeah? Adding with the fraction with a different denominator. If you remember, for adding the fraction with a different denominator, we should find the LCM of the denominator, or LCD, lowest common multiple or lowest common denominator of the denominator. 6 and 4. What is the LCM between 6 and 4? Is 12. If you remember how we can find the LCM, just convert them to the prime factor both at the same time. 6 and 4. Convert them to the prime factor both at the same time. What are the prime number? 2, 3, 5, 7, and so on. If you remember, the prime numbers are the numbers that can be divisible only by 1 and themselves. 2, 3, 5, 7, and so on. They are divisible only by 1 and themselves. We call them prime numbers. And for finding the LCM, one way is convert them to the prime factor separately. 6 is 2 times 3 and 4 is 2 times 2, or 2 to the power of 2. Then the LCM is common and uncommon factor with the greatest exponent. 2 and 2 is common, but the greatest exponent is 2, so we select this 2 to both of the 2 to the power of 2, and 3 is uncommon, which is 12. This was one method. The other one is converting to prime factor both at the same time. 6 and 4, both of them goes to 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. Because 2 goes to 2, again we continue with 2. But 3 is not divisible by 2. Right? 3 is not divisible by 2, drop it down. 2 divided by 2 is 1. This column is 1, we are done with this column, continue with the other one. 3 is not divisible by 2 anymore, but is divisible by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And this column is already 1. So both columns are 1, we are done with finding the LCM. What is the LCM? LCM is multiplication of this column, multiplication of this part, which gonna be, LCM is 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 3, which gonna be 12. Just refreshing your mind how we can find the LCM. Now let's go back to addition of our fraction. I'm gonna erase this part. Okay. Now, as we find the LCM between 6 and 4 is 12, so rewrite the both fraction using the LCM. 12 plus 12. Then 12 divided by 6 is 2. It means we have already multiplied. We should multiply 6 by 2 to find 12. Whatever we are doing in the denominator, we should do the same thing in the numerator. 5 times 2 is 10. For the other fractions, 12 divided by 4 is 3. It means we have to multiply 4 by 3 to end up to 12. Whatever we are doing in the denominator, we have to do the same thing in the numerator. 3 times 3 is 9. So, we have the same denominator. Write the same denominator and add the numerator. 10 plus 9, which gonna be 19 over 12. Okay. Now 19 over 12 is the result of addition of these two fractions. But as you see, 19 over 12 is an improper fraction, and as you remember, we always need to convert the proper fraction to the mixed numbers. So how convert 19 over 12 to the mixed number? Divide numerator by denominator. 19 divided by 12 is 1. 1 times 12 is 12. Subtract. 7 is the remainder. This one we call it quotient. The answer of the division we call it quotient. This one goes as a whole number, this remainder goes as a numerator 7, and the denominator remains the same as the previous. So it's 19 over 12 when we write as a mixed number is 1 and 7 over 12. So this one was addition of the fractions with the same denominator and same sign. Both are positive. Let's do the same thing with negative sign. Okay. I want to do the same one with negative sign. 5 over 6 minus 3 over 4. Okay. Now again find the LCM, which gonna be 12, and this one is negative. I'm gonna just keep the negative here. 12. Then 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Now we have the same denominator. Write the same denominator. And do the algebraic addition of numerator. Algebraic addition, it means addition or subtraction. Which going to be 10 minus 9. And the result is 1 over 12. This is the other example of subtracting the two fractions with different denominator. Let's do subtracting two negative numbers, two negative fractions. Let's say negative 5 over 6 minus 3 over 4. Okay? Now both signs are negative. Okay? Now again the same thing, because we have the different denominator. Find the LCM, which is 12. Again, 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times negative 5. We always consider the sign 2. 2 times negative 5 is going to be negative 10. 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. The sign of this 3 at the top is positive. This negative is here. Okay? That's why 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Now we have the same denominator. Write the same denominator. And do the algebraic addition of numerator. Negative 10, negative 9. Negative 10, negative 9. Okay? Then simplify it. 12 is the denominator. I'm going to continue from here. 12 is the denominator. And negative 10, negative 9. If you remember, when we have the same sign, always keep the sign and add the numbers. Sign are negative, keep the negative sign, and 10 plus 9 is going to be 19. So the final answer is negative 19 over 12. But again, as you see, is improper fraction. Okay, we should convert it to the mixed number. How? By dividing 9 by 12. If we divide dividing 19 by 12. If we divide the 19 down, the sign carries here is 1 and 1, negative 1 and 7 over 12. So the final answer is going to be negative 1 and 7 over 12. Let's do one more example of this part. I'm doing page 415 of the book, and 5 over 9 minus 11 over 12. Five over 9 minus 11 over 12. Over 12. Again, we need to find we have the different denominator. We need to find the LCM between 9 and 12. To finding the LCM between 9 and 12, convert them to the prime factor both at the same time. 9 and 12. Always start with the smallest prime number, which is 2. And because 12 is divisible by 2, we start by 2. 9 doesn't go to 2, drop it down. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Again by 2, because 6 is divisible by 2. 9 doesn't go to 2, drop it down. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now none of these numbers are divisible by 2, so what is the next prime number? Is 3. So the next prime number is 3, and 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. This column is 1, we are done with this column, we should continue with this one. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. Both columns are 1, so we are done, and LCM is the multiplication of this column. LCM gonna be 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, times 3 is 36. 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, which gonna be 36. The LCM for these two numbers is 36. Rewrite the numbers using the LCM. 36 minus 36. Then 36 divided by 9 is 4, and 4 times 5 is 20. 36 divided by 12 is 3. 3 times 11 is 33. We have the same denominator. Write the same denominator and do the algebraic addition of numerator, which is going to be 20 minus 33. Let me erase this part. And 20 minus 33, different sign. The sign of the answer is sign of bigger number, which is negative, and always subtract a smaller number from bigger number. 33 subtract 20, or 20 subtract from 33 is going to be 13 over 36. So final answer is negative 13 over 36. It's not possible to simplify it. It's not possible to reduce it. Always remember, when working with any fraction, if it's possible to simplify, we always have to simplify our final answer. So our final answer is going to be negative 13 over 36. In the next video, I'm going to do more practice about working with the fractions.